Hey guys, Zach Style here. Finally getting into the deck profile for the TGs I set up last week. I just had a really busy week, and we'll go right into it. So here's the TG deck. It's pretty normal, standard TG stun deck with a few little things that I'll talk about in a second. So first off, we got 1 TG Striker, 3 TG Warwolves, and 3 TG Rush Rhinos for the TG engine. Very good engine, +1 pretty much every turn, and with Horn of the Phantom Beast, it gives them +800 attack, and it makes them be able to draw 1 card. This card and Lance make them extremely valuable and good, and they're just good cards. Also, TG1 EM1, which is like a creature swap, but on roids for the TGs, because you can choose the monster that your opponent has, and you can switch their battle positions, unlike creature swap. Next 3 cards, Photon Saber Tigers. This card just for more plussing and for more deck thinning. He's a target for Horn of the Phantom Beast, so it makes him at least a 2,000. And if Skill Drain's active, he becomes 2,000 attack, and Horn or Lance will make him 2,800. So he's good for that fact, and he pretty much just +1s to the hand. So that's always good. You got the 2 Reborn Tengus. Okay, so here's the thing, which I'm not sure about. 2 Reborn Tengu, 1 Beast, 2 Thunder Kings. The top monster count's fine. This is completely open for debate and discussion. If you guys want to tell me in the comments below what you think would be best for these 5 slots, let me know. I did the Tengu for several reasons. First, he gets around Skill Drain, which is always nice. Second, he's a target for Horn, Phantom Beast, which is always nice. And third, it's just nice to have that field presence. You know, he's destroyed, you special summon, because this deck is all revolved around, like, when you destroy their monsters, you're still going to plus. So that means if any one of these are destroyed, you're going to plus with them. And sometimes that Reborn Tengu can be really nice, especially if you have TG Striker and Reborn, because you go TG Striker, Reborn to a 6, and then you have another Tengu on the field. That was my logic. However, I've been told to King Tiger Wangu is also extremely good, which I do agree with. I'm not sure about main, maybe for the fact that it kills your TG Warwolves, but maybe. But it's an extremely good card, so I thought maybe siding 2 or 3 of those. And another person also recommended taking out 1 to 2 out of these 5 and putting in another Beast King Barbaros, having 2 to 3 Barbaroses, just so you can have more of a boss monsters with skill drain. And the fact with him and Horn is also really good. So yeah, that's another thing to consider. And then the 2 Thunder King, just because they really fuck things up this format, and it's a anti-meta deck, so why not? But again, let me know in the comments below what you would put here, or if you would keep it the same. I don't know. And then you got 2 Pod Duality, because it's an anti-meta deck. You almost don't special summon at all. 2 Lances to complement everything. MST and Heavy. I only have 1 MST for the fact that I have the Lances, which stops like things like Bottomless and shit like that. And I think that's all I really need on that account. But these are also nice for just back row destruction. Just the standard, blah blah blah, Pot of Avarice, Book of Moon, extremely good for like your Rush Rhino and shit like that. Horn of the Phantom Beast, again, probably one of the MVPs of the deck. Skill Drain, obviously the MVP of the deck, just because it's Skill Drain and it fucks everything in the meta right now. Pretty self-explanatory. TG1 EM1, I already explained that. Starlights, just for some people use Huge Revolution is over, and the argument is that Huge Revolution is over, can't be warninged. My experience in regionals is Starlight Road. I used Starlight Road probably 5 or 6 times in regionals, and I only got warning once, and like 2 or 3 times the Starlight Dragon won me the game, for the fact that people are usually using a Heavy or a Dark Hole when they're in a rough position. And if you Starlight Road on top of that, not only are you minusing them 1, but you're getting a 2,500 beater that can stop another destruction effect on the field. So, and it also protects things like Skill Drain and your Horn of the Phantom Beast, etc., etc. And then standard 2 Torrentials, Bottomless, Solemn, and another Solemn Judgment. These are extremely good too, because if you have like, let's say you have a Rush Rhino and a Warwolf on the field, and he just starts going off with his Machina Fortress and his, Gear whatever crap, you Torrential, destroy everything on their field, and then you +2 at the end phase of your turn. So that's pretty cool. Now then, the extra deck is really, really self-explanatory. I use all the TG synchros pretty much that can be used level 5 just because they're all really good, and blah blah blah. Okay, so that was a quick thing on that. Now I want to go over one of my fellow YouTubers and a person I guess it's 2 people that I really like a lot, and it's Dat Gore's channel, and Nomni, I think is his name. I may have pronounced that wrong. But anyways, if it is, it's Nomni. He has a video about this deck, which I've modified a little bit to my own liking, which is really cool. The other deck is more competitive, but for some reason I like this deck better. This deck is the TG engine, which has all the TG, even has more. These two, just and the reason for this is just to get more targets for the TG engine. Because what this deck does, it uses creature swap and 3 TG1 EM1s to switch control pretty much of your TG engine with your opponents, and then to go from there. Now the really cool thing about this deck is that kind of the purpose and what you're kind of shooting for. You want to go draw. Well, you want to have like a TG in the field, and you want to go draw Guava. You want to creature swap your TG with one of their cards, or TG1 EM1 it, and then you want to attack draw Guava into the TD you just creature swapped, getting another draw Guava and end phase search. So in doing that, you get a plus for the TG because it's going to be destroyed. You're going to get a +1 from your deck. You're going to get another draw Guava, which means you're going to be able to make level 4, maybe even a Shock Master, but usually you're going to make Lagia, which is just a Solemn Judgment, and you're going to get whatever monster they have. So if that's a Scrapdragon, you get it. If that's a Geargia, you get it. It doesn't matter. So it potentially really fucks them over for your minuses. And that's what the deck kind of focuses around. That's also why it plays the 2 calls and a Reborn, because you're trying to get more of the field presence. And that's why it plays the Book of Moon, 3 Lances, just to buff up your Drakwabas so you can get another Drakwaba out. The Dart Bribes are mainly for the weakness of the deck, which is if they get your normal summon, like they stop your Drakwaba normal summon or one of these normal summons, it can really hurt you. So that's to stop that, and it's a decent card in general. The original version had it at 3, but I put it at 2 just because it's to my liking. But yeah, so I really, really strongly suggest trying both of those decks out, but also this one. This one, I just really like the play style of it. Again, the other one's probably more competitive, but this one, it's fun. It's really fun to take control of all. Like your opponent has all these big plays, and then you just take control of their monster, and then you attack with Drakwaba, and you get lag. Yeah, it's a good time. Anyways, guys, this is Axe Tyler. Hope you like both the builds, and again, to add to the discussion, if you guys want to be a part of it, tell me what you think should be in these 5 spots. If I should keep it the same, if I should, have 2 or 3 Beast Kings, or 2 King Tiger Wangos, or whatever. Again, guys, this is Axe Tyler signing out. Thanks for watching, and thanks a lot, YouTube.